In the world of tennis, few names are as synonymous with skill, perseverance, and the spirit of sportsmanship as Matt Doyle. Today, we remember the Irish tennis legend who has passed away at the age of 70. A pioneer for the sport in Ireland, Matt's contributions to tennis transcended the boundaries of the court. His legacy lives on, not just in the history of Irish tennis, but in the hearts of those who had the honor of witnessing his remarkable career. Born and raised in Dublin, Matt Doyle was destined to make his mark in the world of tennis. He began his rise in the sport at a young age, showing a rare combination of natural talent, determination, and an unyielding work ethic. As the Irish tennis scene was still emerging on the international stage, Doyle was one of the pioneers, breaking barriers for Irish athletes in a sport traditionally dominated by others. Matt wasn't just a player, he was an inspiration. When you watched him play, you saw this combination of technique and heart. He had this relentless drive that made him such a force on the court. But beyond that, he always had this incredible sportsmanship, this genuine respect for the game, and for everyone around him. That's what made him so beloved, not just in Ireland, but around the world. Throughout his career, Matt Doyle captured multiple national titles and represented Ireland on the international stage. His fierce competitive spirit and unshakable focus earned him respect from both his peers and fans alike. He was a fixture at tennis tournaments across the globe, but his impact was most deeply felt in his home country. His contributions to the sport went beyond just his victories. Matt was a mentor to many, offering guidance and encouragement to the next generation of players. He was a true ambassador for the sport in Ireland, and his efforts to grow the game and inspire young talent left an indelible mark on the tennis community. He wasn't just a champion on the court, he was a role model, a teacher, and a friend to so many. For him, tennis was more than just a game, it was a way of life, a tool to bring people together, to challenge themselves, and to grow. Those who had the privilege of working with him will always remember his kindness, his generosity of spirit, and his willingness to share everything he knew about the sport he loved so deeply. In the years following his retirement from competitive play, Matt Doyle remained a fixture in the Irish tennis community. He coached, mentored, and continued to inspire new generations of players, ensuring that his legacy lived on through them. His contributions to Irish tennis cannot be overstated. He laid the foundation for future success and elevated the profile of the sport within his country. Matt wasn't just my coach, he was my friend. He taught me the game, but more importantly, he taught me about life. How to persevere, how to stay humble, and how to be the best version of yourself. He believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. His influence has shaped my career, and his legacy will continue to inspire me every day. Throughout his remarkable career, Matt Doyle won numerous accolades both on the tennis court and off it. His name became synonymous with Irish tennis excellence, and his achievements continue to stand as a testament to his passion, perseverance, and the pursuit of greatness. From national championships to international recognition, Matt Doyle's impact was far-reaching and undeniable. He was not just a player, he was a force that helped to elevate Irish tennis onto the world stage, paving the way for future generations to follow in his footsteps. As he matured, his talents only grew. Throughout his career, Matt won multiple national titles, including several Irish national tennis championships. His performances on home soil were nothing short of spectacular, and he became a fixture in the Irish tennis scene. However, it wasn't just his national success that garnered attention. It was his consistent performance on the international stage that solidified his reputation as one of the finest tennis players of his generation. Whether it was on the fast courts of Wimbledon or the hard surfaces of the US Open, Matt made an impact wherever he played, challenging the best of the best and earning respect from all corners of the tennis world. One of the hallmarks of Matt Doyle's career was his ability to thrive in the most difficult conditions. Tennis, as a sport, often comes down to mental and physical endurance, and Matt was a player who excelled in both. His work ethic was unparalleled: hours of practice, endless dedication, and a competitive spirit that never waned. He was always the first to arrive at the courts and the last to leave. This relentless commitment to improving himself, both as a player and as a person, was what set him apart from so many others. His level of focus, discipline, and drive to succeed was contagious, inspiring everyone around him to raise their game to new heights. However, it wasn't just Matt's success on the tennis court that earned him a place in history. Off the court, he was equally as influential, using his platform to champion the growth and development of tennis in Ireland. Matt took it upon himself to mentor young players, teaching them not only the technical skills needed to succeed, but also the mental resilience necessary to face the challenges that come with competing at the highest level. His impact as a coach was just as profound as his career as a player. He believed that the game of tennis had the power to shape character, build confidence, and instill a sense of discipline that could carry over into all aspects of life. Matt was also instrumental in promoting tennis at the grassroots level. He worked tirelessly to raise the profile of the sport in Ireland, often traveling across the country to host clinics and give back to the community. Through his work with youth programs, he helped identify and develop the next generation of Irish tennis stars. His legacy as a mentor and coach is one that will continue for many years to come, as the players he helped shape are now carrying the torch forward and ensuring that his love for the game endures. Throughout his career, Matt earned several prestigious awards and accolades. He was a multiple-time winner of the Irish National Tennis Championships, and his name is etched in the annals of Irish tennis history. But perhaps one of his most significant achievements was his recognition by the Irish government for his contributions to sport. Matt was awarded an honorary position within the Irish Tennis Association, and his achievements were celebrated in numerous ceremonies across the country. He was a proud ambassador for Ireland and tennis, often speaking of how lucky he was to represent his country on the global stage. Matt's influence extended beyond the tennis courts, as he was often called upon to represent Irish tennis at international forums. He served as a voice for the sport at the global level, using his experiences to advocate for greater investment and development of tennis infrastructure in Ireland. He worked closely with the International Tennis Federation, ITF, to improve training programs and make tennis more accessible to young athletes. He was a passionate advocate for the sport and believed in its potential to provide opportunities for athletes from all backgrounds. On the court, Matt Doyle's style was a unique blend of power, precision, and agility. He was known for his formidable serve and his ability to dictate points from the baseline. His forehand was a weapon, capable of producing some of the most breathtaking winners the sport had ever seen. Matt's return game was equally as sharp, with an uncanny ability to read his opponents and anticipate their shots. He wasn't just a player who relied on raw talent, he was a student of the game, constantly analyzing and refining his technique. His tactical awareness was one of the keys to this success, allowing him to adapt to different surfaces and opponents with ease. Matt's battles on the court were always thrilling, filled with dramatic rallies and intense moments. His ability to stay calm under pressure made him a formidable opponent, particularly in tight situations. Whether it was a break point in the final set or a match point at a critical moment, Matt never backed down. His fierce competitive nature and refusal to give in were qualities that endeared him to fans and earned him respect from his fellow players. Off the court, Matt's personality was just as magnetic. Known for his humility and generosity, he was a beloved figure in the tennis community. He was always willing to offer advice to younger players and was quick to give credit to others when asked about his successes. Matt never sought the spotlight for personal gain. He was always more interested in supporting the sport he loved and ensuring that others had the chance to experience the joy he found in tennis. In his later years, after retiring from professional tennis, Matt stayed closely connected to the sport. He continued to coach, mentor, and serve as a source of inspiration for all those who sought to follow in his footsteps. He remained a fixture at tournaments, attending events and offering guidance to players of all levels. Even as his playing days were behind him, his passion for tennis never waned. His love for the game continued to shine through in everything he did, from working with young players to advocating for the future of tennis in Ireland. Matt Doyle's career may have spanned decades, but his legacy will live on forever. He leaves behind a lasting impact on Irish tennis, one that transcends trophies and accolades. It is his spirit, his love for the game, his dedication to the sport, and his unwavering belief in the potential of every player that will continue to inspire for generations to come. Matt Doyle was more than a tennis player. He was a trailblazer, a mentor, and a true champion of the sport. His legacy is one of greatness, and it will never be forgotten. Matt's passing has left a void in the hearts of all who knew him. His family, friends, teammates, and the entire tennis community mourn his loss. But even as we grieve, we celebrate his life, a life that was rich with achievement, kindness, and love for the sport he made his own. As the Irish tennis community bids farewell to one of its brightest stars, we hold on to the lessons he taught us, the lessons of hard work, humility, and the pursuit of excellence. The lessons of never giving up, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Matt Doyle's legacy is one of resilience, dedication, and a love for tennis that will continue to inspire future generations. Matt Doyle may no longer be with us, but his spirit, his love for the game, and his contributions to the world of tennis will forever live on. We remember him not just as a legend, but as a true champion both on and off the court.